You know what's kind of crazy? You can get both of these phone stands, even without my promo code, for $20 shipped to you right now. Hey guys, Mike Moo here. In this video, we're going to check out something that is not necessarily high-tech, but is actually useful to support your tech gadgets and needs. And what do we carry around the most these days? Obviously, mostly it's smartphones or cell phones with big screens that you want to be able to see and be presented and do Zoom calls, do FaceTime calls, do whatever calls, and for social media purposes. So when Lamicall asked me to go ahead and check out two of their phone stands, I said, sure, why not? And I'll just go ahead and say this is a sponsored video. And if you are interested in any of these, make sure to check out my links down below because there are some nice coupons and discounts for this. Right now, I see on this very first phone stand we're going to take a look at, it is $8.99, plus you get an additional percentage off using my coupon code down below. All right, so let's check this out. Let's see what's going on with this first one. Very basic. What do you get for less than $10 shipped? Basically anywhere in the United States. Get this nice little box, Lamicall, and a nice little aluminum stand. Now, what I immediately feel about this stand is that, it's actually really lightweight. It doesn't feel as thick and crazy as the expensive ones that you get for like $40 or $50, because I feel like a lot of those are over-engineered. When you're just holding a smartphone that easily weighs less than a pound, do you really need all that? And so I can see that as a difference between this and like a $50 product that you get in Apple Store. But it does its job. It's got these anti-slip rubber pieces down here below, and there's 4 of them. Make sure that they don't scratch up your table. It's very simple, basic shape, designed to put right at an angle. That seems to make sense for most people right there on the desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and put this right on the desktop and see what the angle. Yep, angle looks really good, especially for a current modern cell phones. Now, in the back, we have this little hole right here, and that's for you to go ahead and move your cable in. So let's say you need to run a cable through. You just put it right down through here, and then you could just kind of leave it there and use it to charge up your phone on whatever phone that you use. So this way you're not tied into one particular ecosystem. Plus, you also don't have wireless charging in something this cheap. But keep in mind, this is non-adjustable, and it's meant to be compact and cheap, and this is made of aluminum. It is definitely feels sufficient, okay? Sufficient, but you definitely know, and it doesn't feel like a really expensive product because it isn't. All right, so that's the first one. It's very sleek, very modern, very basic, and it doesn't slide around. It does its job. Now, if you have I think that the problem that you might have with the S1 is if you are a heavy tapper. Look at that. See that? Because it's not weighted down and it's not heavy, and it's pretty lightweight. If you're a hard tapper, you're gonna get this problem, right? Especially near the top of the screen. So that, I suppose, that's kind of like one potential issue with something like this. Now that can be easily rectified. You can put something heavy here, put a little weight on here. There's a little bit of a lip here that you can go and do that, but I see that as one issue. Now, if you're just watching and viewing something, it's not going to be a problem. Now, I'll even try the even bigger one, the Samsung Note 20, and I can see that could be a problem for anybody who uses that. iPad Air 2020 model, 2021 model. It actually fits on here, but you're not going to be typing, just for viewing. So that's the S1. Let's check out the DP03. This one looks like it's going to be more expensive because the DP03, let me take a look at this right now. DP03. This is a stand with a telescoping head. You can get the combination of both of these things for 20 bucks. And then that's before you even get the coupon codes. So, all right. So this is the DP03. It's a phone stand. It kind of looks like that. And they have a user guide, but really, you don't really need a lot of rocket science to figure this out. Okay, so you got the base. This one's a little bit more weighted, which is ideal. I like the complete rubberized silicone surface on the bottom. So this is non-marring and helps keep it from sliding around, which is very useful when you're actively using something like that. And then you got the shaft that you stick on right over here. See if I can get this the right direction without seeing anything. Okay, so both sides are the same. I'm just going to slide that right in there. Okay, that's in. So some assembly required for this model. And then we have the main top piece here. Okay, so I see that it is adjustable. That is pretty basic and pretty unique at the same time, because there's nothing fancy about what you need to do here to adjust this. Now, this button is the release, so it allows you to press that button in, you adjust it to the appropriate height that you want it to be. So this is really good for a person who needs to adjust the angles of their phone while they are using it, or if they're going to be using it for, make sure that if you're a really tall person, for instance, if you're going to be doing video calls, this probably isn't ideal for you unless you set this up on something. But this one could at least bring it a little bit higher so people aren't looking up your nostrils. And also it's going to be higher up to your view. So I think that this is nicer. This brings it much closer to you. And unfortunately, with the heavy tapping, it still moves around a bit. So you can weigh this down on the bottom of the book or something. But if you're just viewing or watching something, this is really nice. This brings it right up to closer to your face. This is particularly very useful for people who have less than perfect vision, like me. So I feel like this is pretty useful. Now, there's also this soft surface here to ensure that you don't scratch your phone when you put it on here, and also down here. Nice little touches. This tilts up and down. It tilts a good, I want to say less than 45 degrees, but it tilts like 60 degrees. And it could also do straight up. So straight up, just a little bit of an angle. So this is about as vertical as you can get. And if you really wanted to, you can basically put this on a table. And as you're standing, you can still kind of see this. So I see this could be very useful, particularly if you are in the kitchen or something, you're looking at recipes, watching videos. I think this is going to be more useful in that case. But this one's super portable. And the fact that you can get 2 of these for like 20 bucks, yeah, that's pretty darn good. Now, obviously, if you're going to look for something more of an upgrade from this, you're going to spend a lot more, but you're going to get some additional features such as Qi charging, wireless charging, or something like that. Plus, the more expensive models will have a heavy weight. Now, you can modify these things. You can just glue weights on top of this thing or something a little bit more heavy, but this is really lightweight. It's not something that you're going to be worried about, and is sufficient quality such that it doesn't feel like, cheap plastic, because this is made of part plastic and aluminum pieces. This is all aluminum, but super lightweight. I suppose technically you can travel with this. This one does not have really any cord organization, whereas this one can kind of keep the cord here through this hole and just kind of hold on to this. But if my preference is to pick just one of these, I'm probably going to go with this one, basically because it brings it up closer to your eye level, and it's going to be a little bit more versatile for uses that I feel like would be perfect. And that could be doing TikTok for some of you. I don't do a lot of TikToks, but I can definitely see that as a possibility too. All right. That's it for this video. I'll have a coupon down below that you can get an even bigger discount, and you can get 2 of these for a really good price. I'll put a link on the screen or down below, and check those out. All right, that's it for this video. Please give it a like, subscribe for more. I'll catch you next one. Thanks for watching.